From the students of Penn State Meteorology, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good afternoon. We continue to track the first major winter storm of the season, bringing periods of snow, sleet, and freezing rain to much of the Northeast. We'll start off this forecast by taking a wide look over the northeastern U.S., and the storm is already cranking across the mid-Atlantic states with a lot of snow falling across Pennsylvania, where it's a bit warmer down to our south, starting to change over to a sleet and rain scenario. But let's zoom into Pennsylvania and show you what's currently happening. Much of the state enshrouded in snow this afternoon. Some very heavy snow at that, and some of these darker blue bands down here indicating perhaps 1 to 2 inch per hour snowfall rates. So not only will that add up over the course of a couple hours, but that'll also create very dangerous travel conditions, especially as we get closer to the evening commute. Now across western Pennsylvania, where some warmer air is starting to sneak in just above ground level, that's where we're starting to change over some snow over to more of a sleet and rain mixture. And that will happen here in central Pennsylvania, at least for a short time later this evening, and I'll talk more about that in just a moment. As I've been mentioning, it is snowing across much of the region. Penn State Altoona already starting to see some snowfall and even some accumulation on the ground as well. Here at University Park, classes were canceled after 11 o'clock this morning, so many students heading home early for the day and enjoying the snow that we've been seeing out there this afternoon. So what does this mean in terms of the entirety of the storm? So the snow started this morning. It's continuing into this afternoon. As we get those heavier bands to move in, it will be heavy at times, perhaps producing those 1 to 2 inch per hour snowfall rates and really reducing visibility out on the roadways. Later this afternoon, though, as I mentioned, some warmer air will be moving in aloft, and that's going to change the snow over to at least a brief period of sleet here in central Pennsylvania. And ultimately, I think this is what's going to keep snow totals down as we head towards the end of the storm. But what this means for you in the near term is generally dangerous travel conditions. I know the evening commute is coming up, but if you can avoid travel, please do so and let the road crews get out there and take care of the roadways. As we head towards the back end of the storm later tonight, any sleet or freezing rain will likely switch back to snow as the upper levels and mid-levels of the atmosphere begin to cool down, and that way it all falls as snow. And that could provide even a couple more inches of snow. And again, we'll time that out in just a couple of moments. But because of all of this, the National Weather Service has issued a winter storm warning for the entirety of central Pennsylvania, and this goes through early tomorrow morning. So until then, you can expect a very messy mixture of snow, sleet, and freezing rain in these pink shaded areas. Let's time out the rest of the storm using future weather. This afternoon, still periods of moderate to heavy snow falling across much of the state, changing over to a mixture of sleet and rain in the southwestern portion of the state. Also in easternmost Pennsylvania as well, we could see a period of sleet and rain as well as temperatures do warm up a bit. Then in central Pennsylvania, later this evening into the middle and later evening hours, that's when we might see a flip over to sleet or freezing rain for a time. But then as we head towards the back end of the storm, as it starts to pull away, it will change back to snow here in central Pennsylvania, and this could provide a couple more inches, especially if one of these bands becomes very heavy. Then eventually the entire storm pulls out by early tomorrow morning, leaving us with just a mixture of sunshine and clouds, and temperatures will recover tomorrow as well. So no need to worry about icy roadways heading into the late morning hours of Friday. So when all is said and done, here is what we're expecting for final snow totals. A good 4 to 8 inches of snow likely across the north central portions of the state down into the Laurel Highlands. So this does include State College, and I think it will be a predominantly snow, but some sleet could mix in definitely in this 4 to 8 inch zone. In the lighter blue area, that's where we're expecting a longer period of mixed precipitation, and that's why snow totals will be held down from, say, Scranton to Allentown to Harrisburg, mainly along the I-81 corridor and portions surrounding it, only about 2 to 4 inches. It's currently raining in Pittsburgh, so I think at the very end we'll pick up maybe an inch or two of snow. And as well in the eastern portion of the state where it's snowing right now, we will warm up some and it'll become rain down towards Center City, Philadelphia, only about a coating to 2 inches of snow down in those parts. Stay tuned for the Campus Weather Service live broadcast coming up later this evening on Facebook Live, and we'll have continuing coverage across all of our major social media platforms.